Hey all, today I'm going to share how greater parents can be molded for the greater teenagers. Often parents misunderstand that it's the fault of teenagers, but I'm here to tell you that there are some tips or tricks that the parents need to approach for your teenagers, because teenaging age is something that the age of tantrums, age of short-term burners, age of not getting fulfilled in the things what they have been doing. So in order for each and every teenager to shine in their life, the first and the foremost skill that's been needed is the ability to speak confidently. When they start speaking confidently in front of others, the others sees the maturity of your child, and majority of the parents thinks that it is something that's been a God's given gift. Or obviously it is a God's given gift, but that particular talent needs to be polished from time to time. You need to give your teenager the diocese for them to speak confidently, to express their thoughts, and to get appreciated for what they have been doing. The parents see that the teenagers develop this sort of negative habits or the habits that can ruin their life because of their peer groups. But I am here to tell you that the first and the ever lasting role model for each and every teenager is the parents. If you are asking your teenager to stop scrolling on your social media, they are learning a particular skill from you as a parent. And if you are scrolling in front of your child for a long time, the child automatically models it. If you are not talking to your spouse or your children during your me times, the child automatically models it. So it's always how you model, it's always how you think, it's always how you take the actions can be dependent on your child's behavior. Automatically, when parents have a fight within themselves, the child develops a mind of fear, like internal fear starts haunting them. So I'm here to tell you that in this particular world in which AI is changing, the world is changing so fast. The first and the foremost skill that every teenager or parent should look for their teenagers is the terminology of holistic development. When they start developing in every aspect of their life, they start moving forward, or they make the first step as the leader for the future. The age that we are living in, it is not academic quotient anymore. It is the SQ, the spirituality quotient, what is going to drive. The inner alignment is something that needs to be fulfilled in each and every teenager. When the inner alignment gets fulfilled, the purpose of teenager gets sorted out to a greater extent, because for what reason they have been in this particular world, if every teenager gets to know, they will be moving from a mood of dependency to a mood of independency, where they start expressing their thoughts, where they start seeing the future, where they start developing habits that can help them for the future. So that as a parent, you move from an invigilating mode to be an advisory mode. And that is how the exact parenting needs to be done in this particular era. When parenting is being done in a strict brick and rock model, no child is going to abide that particular laws for a longer time. In fact, they'll take revenge of what is being done. So in order for you as a parent to make your teenager a greater leader, the first and foremost thing is that try for a holistic development. Try giving your child your opportunities for them to speak and express freely, and try giving your child the best things that can ever meant for, like the skills, the extra skills, the skills that can be learned outside the classroom, so that a holistic development happens in your child. And believe me that the first and the foremost educational institution that they see is your home. How you behave in your family, how you interact, how you have a me time in your family can surely be influenced by your child. So each and every action that you take needs to be done in a manner as if like you get it right and your child does it right. If your child is showing tantrums, or if your child is feeling uncomfortable with their studies, give them a line of scope that don't take it so stressful. As if like many exams come, students used to tell that, oh, I'm very stressful during exam times. Take out for a drive or take out for a dinner with them and speak to them openly, so that they feel that, oh, Papa, Mama, this is my problem, this is the exact problem that I am facing and I need to get out from this. And when your child starts to get out automatically, that is how the right parenting starts in this particular age. Because we are living in an era where humans are getting replaced with the technology. And in order for you as a parent to be a greater parent, you need to do the normal stuff in extraordinary manner. And that's what exactly means what success is. When success gets halted for a longer period, when success is not being dealt for a larger period, automatically you as a parent will think that am I doing the right thing? Or you as a parent will model what other parents have been doing. And I'm here to tell you that each teenager is being different or unique in another sense. And in order for that to make out the uniqueness, you need to develop your teenager as if like their flows, their taste, so that they get into a independency mode. They start preparing for their things, as if like you don't want to go before them telling that this all are the things that they need to do it for the future. On the other hand, you can tell it as if like you are like a motivator for them in terms of the academics or in terms of other things that's been surrounding the particular society around them. So start giving your teenager the best in terms of the academics. That automatically goes in each and every family, but start giving the best for your teenager in terms of the co-curricular activities. Start giving your teenager the best in terms of being a greater, creating a greater environment in your home, so that teenagers loves the home like the playground, like the place in which they love to sit for a longer period and express freely. And that is how exactly parenting needs to be done. When I was a teenager, my parents had given me an opportunity to speak to them. For example, when I was being a teenager, I loved to read the Hindu newspaper. And I told my parents that I need a Hindu newspaper. They subscribed it for a 1 month or a 2. And they seemed that I was not opening the newspaper. I was just seeing the first page and I was just closing it. And they told me that, okay, now the time is up. We are going to stop the subscription because you are not reading it. Then I told my parents with clarity and confidence that please don't stop it. I will repay this particular subscription amount from my first salary. And it is not the amount, or it is not like how I'm going to repay, but it is a sense of confidence within me on how a shock is, because I was very confident that I am able to cope up with the things. I'm able to make the things happen. Maybe some divine delays can happen, but I'm able to tell to my parents that I was able to get it right. I was able to make the things in a greater manner through my actions. And that is how the teenager needs to be practiced. If the teenagers are more delted towards learning, and without implementation, there is no sense in making that. On the other hand, whatever the teenagers are learning, they should be given an opportunity to implement that, to take actions, whatever the actions are. Maybe it would have been a failure or a success, never mind. But action should be made in a consistent manner, so that the teenagers automatically makes a sense that they need to do greater things for the future. And this is how greater parents or greater families are being born. And the family that you are born is not what you are going. It's how you develop your family, how you take the family time, how you wanted to mold your world as your inner strength for the future. So start giving your teenagers the best and have a great family time with your dear ones. Wishing you the best and see you in the next video.